Okay, I'm trying this again because I don't want to get off on a tangent and gripe. Okay, because I am really hot about this. I work in home health as a caregiver. I have a 95-year-old lady. I've talked to you guys, I've mentioned her before, and I'm very deeply concerned about trying to keep her safe. I bought, before the panic buying insanity set in, I bought two boxes. I've got a box in the living room in there, and I've got this box here of the mask. And they're N95. Um, but that's all I've got to last me. Look at this. Do you think this is going to last for months? No. I have got some that I'm paying for out of my own pocket, but they're not scheduled to get here until like April 8th or so from Amazon. And it might not even be then if Amazon has to scale back the delivery stuff because of all the quarantines and the social distancing and all the other safety measures being put in place. We need help, guys. Your local hospital, your local nursing home, your local home health agency. A lot of home health agencies may not be skilled nursing. They may be like mine. We're the ones that are most likely to fall through the cracks now because we're low man on the totem pole as far as safety gear, okay? And for common sense, the hospital has to be top tier. We've got to try to find some way to get them supplies. So I'm asking you guys, there's people out there, you're real good with sewing, with craft stuff. There are numerous videos on YouTube showing you how you can make them. I couldn't sew if you held a gun to my head, okay? It's not my talent. But if you have the ability to do it, some extra money to buy some fabric, you can make some masks that you can has an opening in it, and you can insert something to use as a filter. At least it could be a stopgap measure. This BS coming out putting a scarf on your face is a sick joke. It's going to cost lives. A scarf is not going to protect you from this virus. I want to explain something. If you don't know, if you haven't been paying attention, if you've been shrugging it off, you think it's a big joke. It's not a joke. This virus is so contagious that the reports I've read say it can get in through your eyes, your ears, your skin. All right? People can have it and not know they have it, be what they call asymptomatic, show no symptoms at all. You might have it and not show symptoms ever. You might have it, be a carrier like that. You might have it and maybe your symptoms don't show up for 2 days or who knows, 10 days, 14 days after. You think about the common cold, this is a version of it, a corona type virus. It's in the same family of virus, okay? So you think about your common cold, you've been around people and maybe it's 2 weeks later before it actually hits you, all right? When you're asymptomatic or you're not showing signs of it, you can still give it to everyone around you. You shed it through your skin. It's coming out through your breath. You sneeze and it goes out everywhere. You cough and it goes out everywhere. Okay? This is the key about wearing the mask. It's as much to protect others from you in case you got it, don't know it. And this is why they're talking about, it's not just washing your hands, guys. You need to wash your arms, if your arms are exposed especially. You need to be able to sanitize yourself as much as possible. You touch a surface, clean your hands. There's recipes on YouTube on how to make your own sanitizer out of alcohol and aloe vera gel. It's just getting nuts. Everybody's hoarding this stuff. But you're hurting everybody else if you hoard it. How selfish is that to think your needs are more important than anybody else's? This needs to be a group effort. We're all in this together. So I'm asking any of you guys who know how to make a mask, if you can sew, you can follow directions. I have seen numerous videos on YouTube, and they have links to where you can download the pattern if you need a pattern, or you can get an idea from how they do it so that you can do it. It's an option that other people out here, all of us, can pitch in to help. if at the very least, these could be masks used for other people that aren't critical nursing, okay? They help fill in that gap until we can get resupplied, which I pray will be soon, because we desperately need it. Because I'm telling you guys, you don't understand. I'm seeing what's coming. It's going to be an explosion. We don't have the tests we need. They have stupid standards for determining who even gets the test. And that's letting hundreds, if not thousands of people fall through the cracks. And they're just wandering around infecting everybody because people aren't taking it seriously. They're shrugging it off. I saw the videos, people down there on spring break in Florida. Have you lost your mind? It's a petri dish. I'll guarantee you, just about everyone of them is going to wind up with it. I guarantee all it takes is that one. Just one. They use the standard of one goes to two others, and then those two go to two others. But in a situation like that, that one could affect everyone around them and not even know that they have it. That's what's so dangerous about this. It's like a stealth virus. It will get a lot of people before they realize it, and then it's too late. You got it. The problem here, young people can get it and have serious issues too. It can kill them if they're not careful. But the high risk is your mom and dad, your grandma and your grandpa, your older people. Because as you age, your body's defenses naturally go down anyway. Whether you've got any kind of other affliction or not, your defenses go down. It's part of aging. When you add to it somebody like me, I've got diabetes. Ding, that puts me at the top of the list. Add to it, I've got chronic bronchitis. Ding, ding. I've got high blood pressure. Ding, ding, ding. My dad has high blood pressure and diabetes now. I had him in the hospital about 3 months ago. Thought I was going to lose him. My daughter's got chronic bronchitis. Right now, she's got strep throat. She went to the doctor, and thank you, she didn't have this. But it makes her susceptible, and that's the thing. If you've got some other thing, like you've got the cold or if you've got the regular flu, your defense system is compromised. That makes you more susceptible to get this too. And if you get it then, you're really going to get a double whammy. Have to be considerate of other people. It's not just about you. So I'm begging people, please pay attention to this. Something else I'm going to tell you about it. This ain't it. We can go through this for 2-3 months, and it's going to come back. You're going to think it's all over, and it's not. Because you've got to remember, most virus attacks happen in the cold winter months, fall and winter. When we go into spring and summer, that's what they don't know for sure, if it's going to slow back because of hotter weather and not people out in the sun more. Regardless, it's going to be hitting Australia and the southern hemisphere. When we revert back to fall and winter, guess where it's coming? It'll be right back here. And the possibility is there, it could be far more virulent, much stronger, much more deadly, because a virus will mutate. All right? Viruses change. They do it as a survival mechanism. So they'll change, they'll adjust so that they can survive in whatever environment. And until we have a vaccine, this is what we're up against. So you're going to have to get a long-term mindset and understand this is a new world right now with this virus. This ain't our friend. This virus is nobody's friend. And if you take it casually and shrug it off, you may pay the ultimate price, not just for yourself, but maybe somebody that you love, somebody you care deeply about. So I'm very serious about this, and I'm sorry to come back on my videos so hard and strong. This is life or death. But I wanted to try to explain this to any of you that don't get it, or think it's like a joke, or think it's being overblown by the media. It's not. It is not being overblown. You can't stress enough just how vital this is. The problem here is it hasn't exploded yet. And because we're behind the curve, we didn't have the tests to get ahead of this, because we could have found out who has it and isolated them. It would have slowed the spread and made it a whole lot easier on our health system. So now hospitals, when this explosion hits, they're going to be swamped. And they don't have the gear. They just don't have what they need for isolation, to protect the workers. What are you going to do when all your nurses and doctors have the mess and they're sick too? The problem with this stuff, the symptoms from the virus itself can be mild, but if it progresses, it can trigger massive pneumonia. And this pneumonia, you basically, when you have pneumonia, people, you're drowning in your own fluids. People that die from this are drowning, a slow death. And it's painful. I've had massive pneumonia before, and there's nothing more terrifying that you'll ever feel. It's a horrifying feeling to have that kind of pneumonia. So this is serious stuff. So if you know how to sew, do that kind of craft work, if you're able to do it, I'm sure you could Google it and find there's groups getting together. I've seen it on Twitter. There's some people now trying to mobilize because our government's failing us. The federal government has failed us. And a lot of our state government, like me in Tennessee, Governor Lee needs his butt kicked. I'd rather be nice about it. Let's just suggest. No, you need to put your foot down to save lives. You know, you can't play this patty cakes crap. This is life or death. You know, we need real leaders. We don't have them. So it's up to we the people to pull together, pool our knowledge, work together and try to help each other out. Who knows whose life you might save if you're able to contribute something to this effort. So I wanted to say, if you have any extras laying around, see if there is a hospital near you that might need some. And if you're able to sew, look on a YouTube. Just start looking for face masks. You know, N95, face mask, whatever. Just look, search. They're all over YouTube. I've seen a bunch of them. And do what you can to pitch in. If you've got the money, go buy a bunch of material and make them so that it loops over, and you want to try to get some different sizes, because one that fits a woman is going to be too small for a guy. The one that fits the guy is going to be too big for a woman. So do different sizes. Just be creative. I know there's a lot of you out there that are real creative and you're real good with your craft work. So I'm asking you to please, this is something that you can do to help. So I'm putting it out there. I hope that you'll do it. And thanks for listening and putting up with me. I'll see you in the next video.